is when women decide that something is no longer serving them and they get the fuck up out of it. Like, this is no longer meant for me. Gotta blast. I love that. Like, I love when women choose themselves, put themselves first. Like, I love that. Girl, look at you. Realizing who the fuck you are and realizing not. I'm not going to deal with this any longer. I need to get up out of this. I need to do what's best for me. And you did that shit. And that's why you a boss ass bitch, because you did that shit. You did that shit. Never forget that you did that shit.
Why would you laugh? I was supposed to be angry.
That's your angry face?
Because y'all play too much.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Look, I'm mad. Look, she should fold her arms.
That's how Tatum. That's how Tatum be looking at them videos with Elvin.
I'm mad.
No, he was like. Okay, I guess I should start.
Please don't piss
Okay,
me
do it
off.
again. Please don't piss me off.
Since our buttons are not working, we have to do ghetto-ish, like we own accent.
No, not at all.
No,
No, they weren't parallel.
because it's like the what's the name right there, the cemetery, right? Where it could touch.
No, that's key. Atkinson.
Atkinson run like this.
This has that angle. Yeah.
I just know
Angle
if there
on
was an accident in Berlin, it would be the ghettoest of the fucking ghetto.
Dodgers created a ghetto. That's pretty ghetto.
Yeah, so
That's different because Atkinson is only in the hood, where Burleigh goes to
Right.
Brookfield.
it's a ghetto out there too. It's very suburban.
They know Atkinson.
I'm just saying, it's very suburban.
Yeah,
and that's where I
Atkinson
really be
rough.
clutching my purse. Excuse you, Miss White Lady. I'll take my $3. Welcome back to season 2 of the Do Not Resuscitate podcast, where we are pulling the plug on things that no longer serve us, like these fucking buttons that are not working. I am your host, Ruthia. This is my lovely co-host,
Nicole.
and dude over there that don't got the buttons working is
Please don't piss me off. I'm Cam Beats. I'm the man off the camera. That's what I'm gonna be.
The man off the camera.
I have all this comfort candy over here. Anybody?
So anyway,
keep talking because my mind.
Telling me no, but my body.
I just talked
Not
to
R. Kelly.
myself.
Not R. Kelly.
So-
Anything but R. Kelly. Button.
Please don't piss me off.
Thank you.
See, I got the country
What
twang.
is
to
wrong
it.
with y'all?
I got the country twang.
I heard it.
Please don't push me off. That's Arkansas with you.
That's that country rule, huh?
I'm just saying. Singing R. Kelly will piss me off.
Hey, Ship.
Well, so what y'all been up to? Anything exciting? Anything fun? What y'all doing for the holidays? None of that.
Have I done anything fun? I'm still
We
alive.
went to
I'm still
R&B
alive.
Live.
I'm
That was
still
fun.
alive. That's
We
fun.
didn't like it.
I haven't been Army Live.
I'm not gonna say I did not like R&B Live. The era or genre of music that they were singing, I'm not necessarily familiar with, but I do enjoy the artistic abilities of the people that were there. However, there was a conversation that I had that really rubbed me the wrong way, as well as my child was pissing me off because don't call me and then not respond when I know you and your friends are at the house.
What was the genre?
New Jack Swing.
Yeah, New Jack Swing.
You not familiar?
Some of the music is a little older than Like some of the songs, it was like, oh, okay, I know this one, but some of it was like,
What is this?
I'm a little too young.
Hmm.
I was born in the late 80s.
New Jack Swing. Yeah, that was 80s, late 80s.
Yeah.
But some
Like
of it,
90.
yeah, but if I was born in the late 80s, some of that stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, you was too little to really.
Yes.
I wish I could have heard it so I could determine whether or not they were hitting the right songs.
They did like Black Street.
Uh-huh.
I heard some
I think
SWV
they
or
do
something, or
some SWV.
That's not New Jack Swing. That's what they categorized it. That's what they
Yeah.
said. Stretch.
Yeah.
That's a stretch. Blackstreet and maybe SWV. I'm talking about Guy and
I think they did some Guy.
I wouldn't know
Heavy D and,
the name of, or like the name. I don't know the artist name now, but I know the music if I hear it.
Okay.
But it was some of the songs I'm like, oh, okay, but it was more so nostalgia for me because it was like my mama used to make us listen to this while she was cleaning up.
Yeah.
So that type of stuff. I mean, so it wasn't that I didn't enjoy it. It was other factors that was going on that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
She was requesting special hugs from everybody.
She definitely says she needs to see all of us soon, together or separately,
Definitely.
because
I don't know. All three of us together might be. That's a lot.
I like to cry with Ship alone.
There probably needs to be a pre-show of this show before the show.
Well, shit, we need to set something up.
I gotta make sure I got some tissues because Ship be having me laid
I
out on
love
the
her.
floor, honey.
Love her.
Good old Baptist fit.
Well, she gets you right together.
Ship has been my rock. For real.
I'm supposed to be your rock.
Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna leave it on. Just forget it. I'm leaving the podcast just to hell with
She's
all
just
of
doing
it.
stuff to make me smile. That's all.
The man is off the camera, so no one can see
Whatever.
that you're blushing.
You say that shit, then you be like, all right, then bye, nigga.
Facts. What
So,
have y'all
yeah,
been up to?
just work. Just getting back into the swing of having a job again. But you know what? It's okay. I feel like it's right where I'm supposed to be. It feels right.
Working?
Where I'm working. No, I
Oh.
don't want to work. Now, don't get me wrong. No,
Listen, because going to work every day being my
It's
own sugar
ghetto.
mama. What?
it's ghetto.
I don't want to
hate
have
it.
to be my own sugar mama. Like,
Right. I don't. Do I want to not work? I don't want to work. I really don't. But where I'm at now, I feel like it's the right place. I feel like I work at a senior and disabled building.
Tommy Litter?
Oh man. Just forget it. Just forget it.
I was just asking.
Okay.
Wait, no,
Gotcha.
is that the one that's up there now?
Yeah, that's a new one. She was actually talking about the growth that she's seen in y'all over the last few months. And that was before you said your little immature ass comment. But I'm not. See, it makes her heart smile while I'm over here frowned up.
You want me to make you smile again?
Please don't piss me off.
See, this is what
This
it.
podcast never.
This is what it would. This is what it's supposed to be.
That's why I said we could have just freestyle because we know we could just go back and forth.
I wish we
about
can
a
go
lot
back
of
and forth
stuff.
with some heat. Like, come on.
Nigga, you got 8 layers on. What the
Right.
hell else you need?
Technically,
Like, geez, girl.
it's only 4.
But we're inside.
I'm anemic.
You need to get that
Keep
together.
going. Keep going.
Tell me, let me have some candy.
I'm just
I
saying.
need something to just distract me. I don't even like these.
I would say that it was fun to celebrate son's 17th birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh, he's 17.
Yeah, it's
I guess I
fun
missed-
to see him grow from where us grow from where we started, but I did not enjoy his birthday.
Because it's not yours.
Well,
It was more triggering than anything.
Oh, okay. This is where we see
Co-parenting.
Yo. the Ruthia transitions are really rough. You know, I don't be knowing when we going from jokes to serious.
I mean, but it's not necessary. But I'm just saying, like, it's really. Who phone is that? My phone?
That would be yours.
My host want to talk to me. No, but co-parenting is hard, and you would think that after 17 years it wouldn't be this rough, but it's hard to co-parent with someone you're actually healing from. So it's kind of like, and then he just annoying. Like he wants to be in every part of my life. It's like, sir, no. Considering he tried to be a part of the tone deaf.
Oh yeah.
What's the echo? Do y'all hear echo or am I tripping?
A little bit.
Well, it's vibrating and right next to the microphone.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Tommy said do it. Tommy's why my phone is ringing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway. Yeah, I just think
That was
that.
cute. That was
Please
cute.
don't piss me off.
How y'all did that together. Anyway. That was cute.
That's interesting because I went to an event with my ex-wife and our kids, and it was a little nostalgic, not as triggering. It was more so like, oh, we're together, we're having a good time. The sad part, and I shared this with somebody. Why don't we have any shit? I don't like y'all.
Yes, you do.
We love you.
No, I don't even know why I started talking. Now I'm here.
Just tell
But
us the
anyway,
story.
at the end of the event, have a good time. We all went our separate ways. So it was kind of like, all right, good night. And that's when it was like, because I took an Uber down there because I didn't want to park and pay for
Right,
shit,
right.
$37 parking. I was like, oh, Uber. So they all went to their cars and stuff, and I was like, all right, bye. And then Uber with a tuxedo.
People do it all
I
the
would have
time.
dropped you off.
I would've dropped you off.
I found something to wear for the night before.
You see this, Ruthia?
That's what I was just smiling for.
Number 17, associated with victory, spiritual perfection, and perfect order. Let your son know. All right.
Love that.
What about annoying his parent?
I mean,
So he wasn't annoying. It was the
The co-parenting
the co-parent.
situation.
Okay.
And it's because he tries to force himself in every situation. After 17 years, if we still can't come to some type of coexisting, go celebrate your son's birthday with him another day or before or after or whatever. Why are you forcing yourself on us and then coming and normally if it's a group and if there's not a person that sits at the head of the table, normally the person who's the guest of honor sits in the middle. But no, his stupid ass daddy decided to sit in the middle because he wanted
to be
every
seen.
You want to be the center? Well, I'm
Yeah.
here.
and his voice already carries and it's just like you want to sit in the middle of the table, you want to be seen, you want to talk loud, and it's just like, why? You're forcing yourself to be here because you wasn't invited. You just showed up. So
Not that it matters or is excuses, but people like that sometimes it comes from
Crack?
lack of
Crack.
control.
or too much crack.
I mean, or that
Lack of control.
having lack of control in their life or whatever situation. Like we all
Absolutely.
fucked up because of
Absolutely.
our parents. You know?
And I know
Oh.
it's that.
We all fucked up, but
And with son being the last, I think he feels like he's losing his children and he's losing control because once they hit 18, they be like, sir, we don't have to hang out with you.
right.
So I feel like he's really forcing himself to be a part of his life when it's kind of like, be a better person, more
And then
likable,
we'll want
and
to-
it wouldn't be a
we'll want
problem
to
with
be
you
around.
being here, but to get up and hug everybody when have you ever hugged anybody was a bit extra. And then he like whispered to my mom, I don't know why she acts like this.
What?
Talking about you?
Oh, you mean because you just was?
Yeah.
I would say that you much.
But it just be
Why
like,
she acts like this? Why she treat me this way?
and anybody can say that at any given point. My mom gonna be like, that's my baby,
I mean, that's what's going to be said anyway.
But it's the point of, sir, you've done stuff to piss me off.
And she knows all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
Yeah.
And she was just like, Y'all'll be all right. I'ma pray for y'all. It's all about Tyler.
Oh, she ain't got that. You ain't got that mama. That mama that like nigga, because it's you.
I had that type of mama.
So when I was growing up, I had that mother, but Tyler does not have that grandmother. She know Jesus and stuff now. So
Okay.
now she be praying.
Yeah,
and
my kids got they knew me. Yeah, my
See,
grandkids got a whole
I
different.
grew up with the Queen Latifah that was in UNITY.
Mm.
Tyler is growing up with Queen Latifah that's on these commercials with the flowing hair and shit.
Right.
No,
Like 2 large pizzas from Pizza Hut. Ass.
that's not who I grew up with. But it's just the point of don't harass me and then come in public and be like, hey, how's it going? Sir, did you forget that you took me to court and told the court I was a negligent parent?
That happens quite a bit in an approach. Kind of the public see, hey, so how's it been going? Smiling and stuff.
And I'm not that girl. Like, boy, fuck you.
That's for,
In the harshest Denise
Mhm.
voice.
Please don't piss me off. But yeah.
that's the putting the front on.
Have you seen the interaction with Pilar and Deion Sanders?
No,
and
I
the
don't know who
Sons?
Pilar is.
Pilar is Shador and I forget the other son's name.
More.
Deion Sanders is the coach of the
I know
Colorado
who Deion
Buffaloes, and
Sanders
both his
is.
sons play on the team.
Okay.
And it was senior night.
You talking about sports?
Yeah, it was senior night or parent. It was parent night, and a parent, all the parents walk out with the family, but he is estranged from his ex-wife, and he walked out with the sons, and the wife came, and he just like and bounced. It was the video is so hilarious. Like he walked right to the minute she came up, and he was like, "All right, I'm out," and walked the other way. He wants nothing to do with her, absolutely nothing to do with her. And so it ain't no public how you doing shit. It was kind of like, hey, I'm out, and he didn't care. The whole stadium was 80,000 people there. He didn't care.
See, and it once it got really, really awkward where I felt like my spirit was being bothered to a point where I was like, you know what? There's another table right there. And I'm still within the mist. And I just asked the manager, like, do you mind if I sit right there? I know the car seat is over there and whatever, but can I sit just so I can get a sense of a little bit of peace? Because I don't want to be rude and be like, I'll take my food to go and just go sit in the car because that's going to affect my child.
Right.
But it's just like,
you could have invited me over. I would have made it all better.
Ooh, I don't know.
Better.
you could have came.
What are you gonna do?
He ain't with yay high.
What are you gonna do? You gonna whoop me?
Yeah, who gonna whoop you, right?
Who gonna whoop
Who
me?
gonna whoop you?
God.
Me.
I mean, that's between y'all. Whatever y'all be doing behind closed
Right.
doors.
Look, try.
Nothing to do with me. Like, I'm gonna leave the chat, the room, the podcast, all of the above.
All right.
Whatever
Back to
you
the
need.
spiritual side. On the
to
brighter
do.
side, think about your growth. Had it not been for the growth in God, you would have ate him to death.
Yeah.
Woo. Because the way I wanted to, never mind. This is recorded.
Right. Don't do it.
But yeah, I'm happy to see Son grow, and I'm happy that we all survived the night.
Happy birthday to son.
Yep.
I still ain't getting no cake for his birthday. Rude.
What you mean? Like somebody bought?
I'm just saying, if I go to anybody's birthday, if I say happy birthday to you, I expect to have some cake, and I didn't have no cake.
I mean,
They came out and sung happy birthday to him and everything, brought him out a little cake. And
oh, just for him?
they had several spoons. Somehow the cake got shared around to everybody.
Mama?
Because I'm-
The launching
Well,
pad?
she
didn't
was
get
at
no
the
cake?
side table. So
You was at the kid table?
I was at the table
She was
that
at the table with the car seat. So
I was at the table that was paying.
Well, you already he didn't pay nothing.
Oh, I paid for my child. I don't know what his co-parent.
He didn't like say let's split it.
He don't
Okay.
pay no child support. I don't know if he got money.
Well, you know what?
Son did enjoy his birthday. I will say that. I don't know if he
Did he enjoy his presence? Not the
enjoyed my
presents.
presence.
Did he enjoy the co-parent presence? Is that something?
No,
I didn't care to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's kind of disheartening because that's what you're on earth for, right?
I mean, I wouldn't put. I don't want to say this in a bad way. I would not put my mother in a position to be around my father if I knew it was that disturbing to her. But as my mother, I know that she would tell me the same thing I told my son, which is if that's what you want, if it's going to make your life easier or happier, then I can be a mature adult and he can come. But I wouldn't put my mother in that position because I understand their relationship. Now, on the other hand, my mother found Jesus and she don't care.
There's still consideration, though. There's still some. Even at Thanksgiving, I think it was Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you was over there.
What's the summer? What's the summer holiday? That's not 4th of July.
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Okay, it's Memorial Day. So Memorial Day.
Labor Day, is it? I don't know.
Labor Day is September.
Right.
I can't remember which one it was. Whatever. Maybe it was Labor Day. Anyway, we always like
One of the made up
we
ones.
have a group chat, and it's kind of like just make sure we all aware, like, hey, who needs to pick up who needs to support whatever, and we're all a part of it. Even my ex-wife is in the chat. So
Like
and
a family group chat?
yeah, but I know they got their own. I know they got the girl group chat. I know they're probably talking about me, whatever, and whatever. But in that group
Tell
chat,
them to add me. Gonna have it lit.
in my group chat, I'm actually, I'm engaged with the conversation. If they
The
taking
only
it,
one in there.
I'm
I'm
not.
sorry.
Hush.
So he be in there talk to himself.
Anyway, they are good, right?
They are. I don't even like this.
They got a little sour twang to them.
Yeah.
Girl, just take them.
We always like who cooking, like anybody cook, and we exchange plates or food or whatever. And one that I didn't hear, the girls always like, "Hey, you coming over?" I'm like, I wasn't invited. Like, well, I'm inviting you, and I'm like, all right, but I still would text her and like, hey, the girls invited me. Is that okay? Kind of thing.
Are you so considerate?
Well, I am, but also I don't want to walk up in there and some nigga in there. Like, all right, so
She
who
can
this
have a
nigga?
nigga over there.
She could.
You be having me over there.
Oh, God. This one tastes like medicine.
But
I
for
like when I choke him on his words.
for Thanksgiving, it happened again, and it was more so like, "Are you coming over?" I was like, "I wasn't invited," and I was like, "Hey, is it okay for me to come by?" I said, "Yes, no problem." I'm not going to put myself in a position to make. Her
But I
come.
asked you to cook.
But I chose not to come over and make myself uncomfortable when her guy friend was over there. That was my choice.
But had he just cooked for me, I don't care if he would have fried a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
We had this discussion because you had sides already set up to go over somebody else's house. I was like, oh, so you just trying to shame me for not having no food? You have a whole spread at the house.
She didn't cook for me either. You were supposed to make me sweet potato pie.
She tried to downplay it. I'm supposed to make some macaroni and cheese, but whatever.
And yams.
Mm-hmm.
I
Those
actually
are staples. Like,
I also made some vegetables.
anyway,
A banana pudding. I can cook a little bit
banana pudding is crazy.
I don't understand that.
No, I don't.
because my sister don't like the texture of bananas.
Your sister needs to, needs to grow up and eat some bananas.
A lot of people are like that. They
So
don't
I
like
make it
bananas
so
and banana pudding.
I don't have to make two separate things. I just make the one, and people.
I guess.
It still tastes like banana pudding. Not the way my mama made it, but the way my grandma.
My brother makes a banana and strawberry pudding.
How come I
That
ain't
is
never met
so
my
good.
brother-in-law?
That is
That's
delicious.
crazy.
Huh?
I ain't never met my brother-in-law.
No,
Mm-mm.
he's the most interesting man in the world.
More than interesting than you?
He's the most.
Is he married?
Yes.
Damn it! But trading me?
You gonna trade me in like that? For real?
Just saying.
Tommy did not place in the Cotillion, unfortunately, and I'm not quite sure how that is the case because she raised.
Y'all look like y'all was having a great time.
We had a great time. I had a good fun.
What do you
It's up.
mean she didn't play?
She didn't place. I'm like, she raised almost $10,000. So, well, how much did y'all raise?
That
And
don't even make sense.
it didn't. I thought she would at least be third runner-up, at least, but she didn't place.
You need to check them out.
But we had a good time. I mean, that goes
She
to
looked
territory.
amazing.
She did.
Thank you. She
She looked amazing.
It's funny that y'all picked that child's name, your name, because she looked just like you.
I mean,
Your
like
whole face.
when?
That's funny because Taj is supposed to be Tommy, and at the last minute, I found Taj. I was like, I named all three.
Mhm.
And
I would not let no man name my child.
we had parameters. It had to be no more than 4 letters, and it had to start with a T or a C. And that's how it happened. So,
So what's their names again?
Taj, Kaya, and Tommy.
And Tyler. Don't forget Tyler.
Yeah.
Don't do.
I would have actually brought you cake and made you feel comfortable at your son's party.
Okay. So anyway, anything else? Y'all want to talk about before we go?
I did have something, but I forgot.
I went to see a fashion show
Yeah,
at the African.
That wasn't.
It was a Chamber of Commerce. You want to talk about that?
No, I'm
Yeah,
saying that
let's
ain't
talk
what I
about
was finna talk about.
Oh, but while you thinking, I'm gonna talk about how smoky it was, and it smelled like pork chops while I was there. I mean, it was a great show, but I didn't want to stay long because it was over there frying up some vittles. I don't know what the hell was.
So where was the show at?
The Black Chamber of Commerce between 29th and 30th in Belize.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was a great show. I will say I do commend them on feeding the models. Like they actually fed us.
That's dope.
Like
That's
because
dope.
most places
Right.
we be getting like the cheese and crackers, the little meat, like those type of trays or the vegetable tray. They had a spread. Now we were cold. They did have those little thingies that supposed to heat up. They kept going out for whatever reason. But they had it set up where there was like we had actually 3 rooms. It was like hair and makeup, and then behind hair and makeup was like the dressing rooms. But then like back and around the corner was like model designer lounge.
Mm-hmm.
And it when I say it was like tables, chairs, they had like stuff on the floor. Like if y'all just want to come over here and chill, they had a buffet.
That's dope.
They had egg rolls, but I couldn't eat that. They had potatoes. They had
They had dinosaur chicken nuggets for you. Bless you. And applesauce.
they had 3 types of egg rolls,
Capri Sun.
potatoes. They had chicken. I think it was 2 different types of chicken. I don't know. I ate them so fast. I don't know what the flavor was. They had like a crown apple cookie.
What?
And I'm glad I tasted it because I had a bunch of them. I was going to get some. I didn't.
You didn't like them?
No, I didn't want to give him. It was some that had nuts in them. I can't remember what that one was, but then there was another one that was a crown apple cookie. So I was going to give him that. But I'm like, this something. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. I mean, if he would have tasted it, it would have been whatever. But so they had like a nice spread for the models. Several different types of drink, and it was just like, go backstage and have at it. Don't leave anything. Like it was so much food left over. They was like, no, we got to-go containers. Take this shit home.
Right.
So I appreciated that it wasn't like leftover Thanksgiving food or whatever, but I do appreciate how they at least treated us. Yeah. Now that runway was long.
It was long. It was like a basketball court long.
And it would have been okay if I didn't have to do quick changes for the same lineup.
It seemed like for a long stage like that, you would have more people come out.
They didn't have that many models in general.
Was that intentional? Or it's just a kind of failure?
I think so. How I got a part of the show was I was asked by a fellow model to work with a particular boutique that I worked with before. Blessed by Design by Kamisha Taylor, but it seemed like she had her set of models, and when we came to the first rehearsal, it was like us and maybe like 4 other people, and it was just like 10 designers. So it was either they had to come with their own models or pick from who was there. So I don't know what the model call was or when or how it looked or whatever, but so I did 7 walks.
I knew the hairdress to Danielle.
I don't know.
She's the Truth Lounge person.
Oh, you talk. Oh, yeah. She does hair.
Yeah, she did. I know she does the girls' hair. But,
She did the
She
I
on
walked for
Burbank?
her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
like 90
second
something.
Burla. Yeah.
I walked for her. That was the one I walked for in the Summerfest show.
Oh, for Danielle?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I know Danielle.
And then-
She used to do my daughter's hair all from grade school. All the way
I would let her do my hair if I had some.
Oh, We just go smooth right over that.
Yeah, I'm going to also say that I knew the co-host Katie Jackson. That's my best friend's daughter.
Katie's nice.
She's
Katie used to
sweetheart.
do my makeup, and then she just randomly stopped.
She's a nurse now.
Yeah, she was just like, now I gotta focus on school.
Yeah, she was doing like tutorials on YouTube and stuff.
She did some of the best makeup I've had. I'm like,
Some of the best makeup I had is April Ivy. She in Chicago.
I'm trying to think. So, I mean, Katie did some great makeup. Lisa, the one that we went to, I really like her. And then this is gonna kill me because I cannot think of her name, but I can see it. Janetta. And I usually don't like when light skinned girls do my makeup because I feel like they don't understand my darker skin tone. But Katie was the only person that was like, I still look like me. but you get what I'm saying. Like,
I do.
I would not allow someone that is not of African descent do my makeup. And
don't you have you out here looking like Serena?
Man,
but you understand how that is. You go and you be like,
I do. I
no.
did a show in New York, and I'm like, we all know I'm like, don't say nothing.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I get it.
Joke.
When it comes to your
And
makeup, you want to still look like
My
you.
skin was this color or this coat. I look like a ghost.
But see, I've also had somebody do my makeup. I'm already chocolate. I was like 6 shades darker. And
What?
I went over there.
Trying to do?
I went to Crystal. And Crystal was getting her makeup done.
Oh God.
I said, Crystal. She said, I said, Crystal, peek and just look at me. And she said, no, let her finish. Literally. What's the girl name that does Crystal makeup? She's a model too. She's from Africa. But she was doing Crystal's makeup and she was like, oh God. Like she was so sweet about it. She was like, oh God. And then Crystal just started laughing. She said, okay, bitch, go wipe that shit off now.
Oh, she said no and didn't look when she said no. I thought she said no and let her finish.
Yeah, she was saying like, let me finish, get my makeup done, and I'll look later. And she was like, somebody get her. Who did your makeup? They gotta go. Don't let them touch nobody else's face. They have to go.
It be cut through like that back there.
Yeah, I do. So it's a makeup artist now. She's really, really good now. But when she first started, see, you couldn't pay me to go there. So my cousin went to her, and my cousin was probably like, no, she made me my color. She more my color.
You
but
pointed
she put
at him?
makeup on her that was his skin color. So put his skin color on my.
But they will also say that's why a lot of people say bring your own foundation. Because they might not be able to color match, but
Right.
they could do makeup.
Yeah, but no, she did all of it. And when I saw her, I was like,
See,
I'm learning.
look, wait,
Backstage
what you
be
got
some
diabetes?
backstage be some
What
bullshit.
is happening?
Because if you're sitting in a chair and I'm looking at you, I'm not your real friend if I'm not being like, get up. Or texting you being like, bitch, no. Like, I feel like if I'm sitting in a chair and y'all can see me, but I can't see myself, and y'all not telling me that it
what
looks
happened?
terrible.
What happened? We was getting our makeup done at the same time in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So what happened? I can't remember what
I didn't have eyebrows.
What, they colored over your eyes?
She didn't do anything. Are very I have very fine hair, natural. Like, see how yeah, I ain't got no eyebrows either. And she didn't do anything. See how this is colored in. Because I know what I'm doing, and it took me like 3 seconds, period. But I have fine hair, and she did nothing to my eyebrows. And I went downstairs and I told one lady, she said, oh, go, no, let's go up there and we're going to tell her to redo it. And she tried. And I think maybe that's just her style of whatever. But
So then she sent you some.
and they still, I don't know. I do know the natural fluffy eyebrow look is in, but if I don't have natural fluffy eyebrows. Draw them, ho. Picasso.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Because why he laughing?
Call it Picasso hoe.
Picasso, ho. I feel like that's a shirt.
I said that, Picasso hoe.
I'm just saying.
Period.
It pissed me
Picasso
off.
ho.
So,
Please don't piss me out.
but that's why it's also important to bring some of your own makeup.
I
I went in the bathroom and got my eyebrows together.
Well,
Oh man.
You said, well, what?
I was just reminiscing on that event. It was dark in there.
Was it?
It felt like it was dark.
Well,
It was cold. It was dark and smoky. I
Might have-
all dark and smoky. Y'all I was in a cave. What was
it wasn't
Yeah,
dark
but-
for us though, but
Y'all had
we're
the lights
on
on.
the stage, so the lights is. He sent me a picture. I didn't know he was there.
Oh, we couldn't see.
But usually that's what it is. If it's gonna be like the audience is darker, but
I wouldn't expect you. I wouldn't expect you to see, but the audience is dark, and then the vendors were even darker because they were in the back. So I didn't even want to actually even look at what they had because it was so dark.
I did like that. My niece was there, and one of the other little girls from the church was there. They were, well, two of the young ladies from the church. I mean, like 13 and under, and they were so excited. Like, you looked amazing. You did so good, and we want to do it. So, I like that side of modeling and how it encourages and gives them confidence.
Oh, look at you!
I mean, but that's why I do it.
Look at you!
I like that little nappy head themselves.
The soft side of the gangster.
I don't know what the other thing
She's
was.
soft.
Mm-hmm.
She really soft.
Sure.
I don't know what the other thing was that I wanted to talk about. Because Tommy started interrupting.
Interrupt nothing. What are you talking about?
I was thinking, you said, oh, I want to talk about the fashion show.
I was trying to waste time so you could think about it. I
But
think
then I
you
had to
start
respond.
talking. You didn't have to. Please don't piss me off.
Thanks.
That was me. That was my button.
Right.
I pushed my own button. You heard the octave go down.
Girl, fuck you. Girl, fuck you. He can't even say
So,
that.
okay, Tommy, I'm gonna respond for Tommy.
This. That's why I only said this.
We know
Fill in the
what-
blanks.
Okay, so can you remember? Before we
It's if I do, it'll come up again. You can go into the topic.
Okay. So today we're gonna talk about people pleasing, and I'm gonna go through the whole spiel of how we got here and how I discovered. And I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna tell the whole story of how I really truly discovered. I knew I was a people pleaser, so I was having a conversation with one of my cousins, and she talked about her being a people pleaser, and I was like, I don't think you're a people pleaser, but as I started thinking more and more about it, I'm like, I'm a people pleaser. And so this situation happened to me last week, and thank goodness for Ruthia, because Ruthia kind of helped me a little bit because I was tripping. And it was such a small, petty thing, but it turned into something bigger because obviously there was more to it, right? So back, I don't know, some years ago, I had purchased this Kirby vacuum cleaner, right? So I purchased this Kirby, and I thought I left it at my daughter's house because when I moved, because she was living with me, and then when I moved down to Racine, I left it with her. And so then they since have moved to one other place. And so my dad told me he bought a Kirby. I was like, I wish you would have told me because I had one, I would have just gave it to you, whatever. So then he was like, well, one of my friends is looking for one, so you can, we can get that one from you. And I was like, okay, fine. So then I forgot, just living life, and I forgot to ask my daughter, whatever. And I forgot to ask my daughter. And then my dad was like, hey, can you bring me the Kirby this morning? And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go to her house and I'm going to get the Kirby. So I get to her house, and she's like, Mom, I don't have that Kirby. I don't know where it is, right?
Why are you sitting there like that? I'm sorry.
He's just listening.
Okay, I'm sorry.
that little thing took me into a whole tailspin. I can't even finish my story with this. So it took me into a tailspin, and I was crying and I was upset because I felt like I was disappointing him, I guess. Like it was so petty. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, and that's when the real realization came, like, okay, you are people pleaser to the point that is detrimental to you. Like, why did this turn into that? But it was more than it wasn't really about that. It was about the me coming to the realization about myself. And then it also was, it took me back to childhood
Mm-hmm.
because I did not have a great start with my father. You know, we had a really, really tough relationship. And then over the last 10 years, we've repaired our relationship. And I don't have, like, we
So
don't
I gotta
have
be
no
40
beef.
before I can be cool with my daddy.
I don't know.
I don't want to though.
Then you don't want it, and that's okay. So we don't have any beef, but you still, even though you don't have any beef, you still have leftover. You still have residual, right?
Yeah, the anxiety.
And the anxiety. So that whole thing of not wanting to disappoint my dad for something he didn't even want us for his friend, that I flipped all the way out and then went through all of this, was cry all day.
I know.
I know, whatever. That's what you're there for. I'm supposed to be able to call you. Just like tripping.
Do you know why you were crying?
Because I had the realization about me,
Okay.
about me being a total complete people pleaser. And it's something I've been dealing with probably for about a year that I was really like
That's it.
paying attention to.
Uh-huh.
That's when I started really paying attention to myself and recognizing it.
Okay.
Ruthie, you know, this has been a year.
What's
of
the
me really,
difference between being a pick me and a people pleaser?
I don't know if there is a difference.
Because
I'm
I feel like I've met people that are pick me's and they're different than how you're explaining.
Yeah,
Oh.
pick me is different.
Do you think maybe a pick me is they'll do anything and everything? I don't know.
Because they
I
are
really don't know.
annoying as fuck.
I think it's more intense. I mean, I mean, you say annoying as fuck, or
Mhm.
it's super intense.
But I did pull up the thing and it says people pleasing is a pattern of behaviors where someone tries to please others to avoid rejection, criticism, or embarrassment. And so for me, it goes back to being a child and my father always being critical of us. Like he was very critical. I don't think that was his intent, but that's what he would do. Like if I
What's your
was
daddy
saying,
name? I want to call him by name.
his name is Benjamin.
Oh hell. Listen here, Ben.
So it's like we never, no matter what we did, we never got his approval. Ever. Like he never said, good job. He never said, I'm proud of you. He never said, I love you. It was always, well, you should have did this and you should have did that. And why did you do that? That was wrong. You get what I'm saying? Instead of
I hear you, and still my face is.
I know, but I'm just telling you where it came from. And so Tommy, I had sent you the link. It also says it comes from childhood experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that that's where that came from. And again, like I said, I'm just, think about my relationship with my dad. I'm technically 10 years old. You get what I'm saying? Because that's how new that our relationship is. And so that little girl in me came up out of nowhere. And
I think it's different from. I had to look up "pick me girl" to see what it said, but it's similar but different because it says, this is from the Urban Dictionary: a girl who seeks male validation by indirectly or directly insinuating that she is not like the other girls.
Oh, okay.
So what about the male? Because I was thinking about a male that's a pick me that we all know.
Okay.
Right, but it was just so it led me like down this whole thing. And at that point, I was like, okay, Nicole, you gotta really get yourself together. So I immediately got some information from Ruthia and scheduled me some counseling. And in that, I had to, learn like that I'm going to be my friends. They already love me. They already accept me. I don't have to people please.
You
Or
should be trying to people
girl, shut the
please
fuck
me.
up.
But are you trying to people please? I think you are categorizing people pleasing as a general thing that you do when you had a specific situation with a father, which is a little bit different. It's a relationship
Yeah,
with a person in your family that you would
but
like to gain. I mean, it's
well,
common that you want to have
mm,
that rapport with somebody like that in your life. It's common. I'm not saying that
right,
it's everybody don't have that same thing.
right,
And it's not a pick me. It's more like, hey, notice I'm your daughter, and
right. But
and notice I can do some things
Do
right.
you see it that same behavior with other
Mhm.
people in other situations?
so, yeah, I do. So the other example I gave, and I had a conversation with one of my friends, is that I was doing that for church too.
Mm.
It was Nicole. Can you do this? Can you do this? Can you? And I was always saying, "Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it," even though I didn't want to. You know what I mean? I would just do it, and then, or I will find myself if I say I'm going to do something and I can't do it, I will get super upset of like that's my word. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
said yes, but now this happened, and now I have to say no.
I
And
wonder if I'm projecting. There's a lot of fine lines between pleasing and just being a real good person. Like just
Oh, he's projecting.
yeah, I don't know. And that's the things that I'm trying to figure out. But I also too like growing up, my mom was you know, um, she really was a action person. So she again, her either she wasn't gonna say, you did a good job, I love you, I care about her. It was your ass got something to eat, your ass
I
got
did what the
somewhere to
fuck I was
live.
supposed to do.
I'm doing what
fences.
yeah. Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and that's it. And that's that. You know what I mean? Type of thing. But it was like, so I would, as a little girl, I remember always trying to do things to get their attention.
Mm.
And so I felt like if I'm a good person and I do good things, then they're going to reward me with their attention. And so a lot of that has carried over into my adulthood without me realizing until this big age.
So I think I'm all the way on the opposite side of the
Right.
spectrum.
So I'm glad because when I called Ruthie and I had this conversation and I
Wrong over
said,
there.
I'm a people pleaser, and your response was,
I don't know. Shit, it was probably very harsh
no, your response says, I'm the fuck not. That was what you said.
because why the fuck am I trying to please you when I can please myself?
Right.
It's just that simple. But I think my non people pleasing behavior and boundary setting, it didn't come from a healthy situation. It came
Mhm.
from pain. It came from self protection. Like
Sure.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I did this, and whether I didn't get the validation or I just knew that it would come from being hurt or whatever. It was like, no, I'm just set the boundary so you don't fuck over me again,
Mm.
or I don't have the expectations.
Mm.
So
And you don't trust. You don't trust people either.
and
No.
don't.
So
And see, and I'm the
why
opposite.
would you want to get attention for anybody who you don't even trust?
Mm-mm. Nope.
See, I'm the
Like I
opposite.
don't trust.
I'll trust you till you fuck it up.
Mhm.
No,
That's,
no,
yeah.
no.
I just said me.
I'm
I'm
just
talking
saying,
about me.
and but my response, no.
And then if she starts to trust, like, I'm breaking down now. Then if she starts to trust, she starts acting
He's
like
projecting.
if you start to trust somebody, you start actually portraying different behaviors to not be in a situation where you would gain any more trust than you would want.
True.
You have a boundary of
Absolutely. I have this.
a
So
force field kind of thing. That's what I was trying to
it's
say.
it's like it's layers to my boundaries. Like, and I think I've said this before. Like, I'll have people who can be in this setting with me, but so y'all can know where I hang out at. Y'all can know Ruthia, but you can't know Ruth. You can't know Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different layers. Like, yeah, you can know where I stay, but you can't come in. Or you can come and sit on my couch, but you can't go upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
there's different levels to my trust, as well as I'm not going to give you the opportunity to hurt me. You have to earn the opportunity to hurt me. And then it's gonna be like, okay, motherfucker, I let you in and then you fuck me over. All right, now I'm coming back with full force. And now I'm gonna hurt you and now you're gone. fucking
I
cry.
probably relate more to Nicole's
Obviously.
giving. I mean, I get it because it's it's easier to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder for me to actually put up a boundary right up front. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt until you don't, and then it's easier for me to close it off. It's easier for me to close it off as opposed to
Right.
you know
Because I gave it to you already. And
Right.
you fucked it up. So
Right.
now I can walk away and be like,
and I'm good with it. All right.
I think I've had to operate from a hurt space for so long, and then even operating from that hurt space, it was like I was there by myself. So I was in that space by myself. It was dark, it was cold, it was lonely. So it was just like I still have fun in here by myself. So it was like I can see y'all and y'all cool. So when I want to come out, I can be cool and friendly. But then it was just like, yeah, it's too people. I'm going back over there. So now it's more of a if I let you in and you fuck up, then it's a problem. But through the healing, I am a little bit a sprinkle,
Mhm.
not a heap, a sprinkle, a tad, a dash, bit better with how I set my boundaries. I'm not saying I don't set them. I still set them, but I do it from a more healthy space. Like I'm very firm on who all over there. And
oh, yeah.
if it's
For
somebody
sure. It's
over
all black
there,
people who are over there.
but when
Walk
I
on
say it,
me.
I'm saying it because I don't want to put myself in a position. I'm choosing to sit out Christmas is because the invitation said everyone in capital letters. To me, everyone
Is
means
that
And,
person.
and,
everyone.
yeah.
And I'm setting that boundary with the level of I'm not going over there to put myself in a position to be hurt, including like with son's birthday. It was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to be the adult. I'm gonna try to be, what I'm saying, chill and whatever. But then in that position, I was tore up for a couple of days because his spirit and my spirit does not connect.
Right. Right.
And now I'm still working on praying that spirit off of me. So why do I put myself in those positions when it's just like, nope, just put the boundary up and he don't exist.
I think Nicole's situation is different because you're seeking whenever we are attempting to be kind or considerate or nice with other people, it's not always for the benefit of trying to make them see you or make them see who you are. It's
Right.
something
That's
that you want.
a pick.
Right.
that-
No,
yeah.
no, that's not it. It's just
Right. It's just out of the kindness of your heart. I'm going to do it because I can and I'm able to.
right.
But then you feel a way that maybe I'm doing. So I'm doing. Am I doing too much? Like then you're starting to question
Right.
yourself. Am I doing too
So-
much?
For me too, it's like two things.
I get you.
One, I feel like I will commit to others before I commit to myself. That's a problem. You know what I mean? That's a real life problem. And number two, I feel like what I give, I rarely receive back. And in when all of this happened with my whole meltdown, my daughter was there. And in that moment, she was like apologetic to me. She was like, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm over here, I have my little family. I don't check on you. Like you always do for me. You're always there for us when we need you, but we don't check on you. You know what I'm saying? Like we make the assumption that you good because you always been good. And nobody thinks about that. A lot of times I really be at home by myself. Or I really be by myself more than people realize that I'm by myself. Like they make assumptions because they see me, I'm usually pretty social. They think, oh, she's probably somewhere with a friend. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm at home by myself and nobody checked on me. You know what I mean? Even like when I lost my job, I was okay, but it was probably two people that checked on me and she was one of them.
See, I could be nice.
You know what I mean? Everybody else, nobody really checked on my mental health. Like, we know you lost your job. Yes, we understand you were miserable, you hated it, you was ready to go.
But you lost
how
your job.
You feel? You still lost your job. You know what I mean?
And
Something that-
I'm not gonna let you just sit in it. Get your
Right.
ass up. We finna go somewhere.
Exactly. So Ruthia was the one like, no, bring your ass on. You know what I'm saying? But not my children. Not some people who
You expect.
I expected. And I don't do things with the intention of if I give Ruthia this, she's gonna give me that. That's not my thought process when I'm doing it. But somewhere in there, I guess I do expect that if I need to lean on you, I should be able to lean on you because you've leaned on me. I thought that's the kind of like we have reciprocity, and that's
Right.
what I feel like I'm not
Expecting you-
getting, and that's
yeah.
where I think a lot of my issues come back. I don't get the reciprocity.
I'm y'all know me for real, and I am very emotional, and I'm a crybaby. Don't say nothing. But because of those reasons, that's why I have to be so strong. That's why I have to be so guarded, because everybody don't get to see the soft version of me and the giggles and the all of that. Like y'all don't get that. You haven't earned it. So I have to be super protective, including with my mama. I'll call her in a heartbeat. Who around you? Because if I need my mother and I want to be vulnerable with her in that time, I need to know who she's around. My mama, oh, she can't hear. Her phone is on speaker. Or if she's in the car, her phone is on the radio.
Right.
I can't trust to be vulnerable if certain people aren't around.
Understood.
Because, and not just with her, but with anybody, because I've been put in a situation where I didn't even know that I was quote unquote being vulnerable or anybody else was listening, but I literally had a situation where I was just calling somebody, inviting them, oh, let's go do this, I'm gonna be here, da, da, da. And the person that was in the background decided to come and attack me, like physically attack me. And it was just like, even from that, I had to learn from my mistakes. I'm putting up another wall. So it's not necessarily that I don't care and I don't love and I don't want to see or do things for people, but from my experiences, I'm putting up walls. Like, okay,
Right.
I can't do that no more. I can't be around this person, or I can't be vulnerable because the person in the background is listening and they might come and attack. And that's PTSD, but
yeah, I understand.
it's just a point of, yeah, y'all not gonna hurt me again.
So it's like the pain that we both are really coming from a place of pain.
Mhm.
Yours took you one direction and mine took you another direction.
Yeah. We could have grew up in the same house and seen somebody
For
doing
sure.
or drinking all the time, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna drink. And you're like, well, this is normal. This is what we grew up seeing. So that's
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Same situations, two different outcomes.
Right. You may say, you know what? Because I see him drinking all the time, I'm not drinking. You know what I mean?
Because margaritas got real liquor in it.
Don't
That shit is crazy. Who the fuck was that much liquor in a margarita? Nuts.
I didn't want to read the Pick Me Man because it's interestingly different than a Pick Me Woman.
Read your bio. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tommy. Tommy, no, I love you.
Motherfucker, don't piss me off. That's my button. A Pick Me Man is a guy who uses self-deprecation to get approval from women. Pick Me men may point out their perceived weaknesses or differences, use self-deprecating language to manipulate and gaslight women, wait for women to disagree with them, and then take that as a sign that the woman is into them, become angry if a woman rejects them, and say that nice guys always finish last. The term pick me is similar to the term pick me girl, which describes a woman who wants a man to pick her over other women. So it's literally, look at me, I'm the best person for the.
Did you not all know a pick me guy?
I do, and actually, I would add on. We'll talk. I don't know if that's saying this. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. We'll talk bad about the next man to make himself look like the better option.
Yep. Yeah.
And not like in a whole like look at dog. Like I mean, it's not even like
in
a
a downplaying
not downplaying way, but he'll point out something and sounding like a giving props, but it's really a rib.
Or
Right.
just trying to make it seem like you know more. Like, yeah.
Right,
sure.
right. Well, I got not a pick me, but what do you call it? Kind of thing. Yeah, I got 3 of those.
Yeah.
But you know, I asked you.
I know how to make the buttons work.
I could go somewhere with that.
I like Tommy's. What you say, motherfucker?
Motherfucker, don't piss me off.
Whatever.
Hey,
I was
that-
not
that's-
expecting that.
That's not going. I can make the buttons work.
That was too funny.
I can make your buttons.
Oh, that's
I caught it the first time you said it. You was just still
I
laughing.
wasn't listening. 'Cause I was-
That's why I did say.
But yeah, so that happened to me. But you know, I'm okay because I'm dealing with it like head on.
But what about me? Like I'll put myself.
Did he
there.
just cut you off? Oh, okay.
No, I'm actually going to piggyback off of the people pleasing. What if it's that you just want people to be genuinely happy? You want others to be happy.
I
So,
do. But I can't allow them to be happy when I'm to
But
the
how-
point where it harms me.
but are you
Because
happy
like I
doing?
said,
Are you
I
happy
will
doing it?
commit. I will commit to you before I commit to me. Like if I know I have something that I need to do for me, let's say I'll say in the sake of self-care, something that I need to do for me to help me be a better person. But then you call me, I'll drop my stuff to come and do what you need me to do.
Mhm. Example: last time we recorded, I was recording you guys, and there was a show after you. And Tone asked, "Hey, since you're there, can you just record the next show?" Like, no, I can't.
I
People-
would have said yes.
Tell
People
him
pleasing.
we had a day.
I would have said yes.
Because
I would have said yes, even though I didn't want to. I would have.
We had a
yes.
date.
and I thought
He
about it.
couldn't.
Yeah, I thought about it. I had to feed my dog.
I am not a fucking dog.
I can't.
I knew he was gonna catch you like that. No, but I had to go. I mean, typically I would have been like, "Yeah, I got it. Don't worry, I'm here anyway." But I don't know if that's a people. I don't know if that comes from
See,
a people pleasing.
I'm the
Kindness woman.
I'm the girl at the restaurant when the man orders something and he comes out and it's wrong. He be like, "Oh, it's okay. Come here," because he said no shrimp. The fuck is this? No, don't mess up his food.
No, that's your food because you don't eat shrimp.
I do eat shrimp.
You eat shrimp?
Yeah.
So no, I'm okay with that. I'm assertive with that. I'm all right with that.
But if we, first of all, you apply for that job, do it correctly. And if it's something about like, oh, I don't want this on my food, then don't expect a tip. Don't expect me to pay for it because you messed it up. That's not what I ordered.
It's a service.
And what if I'm
the
allergic?
server didn't make the food. The cook did.
But before it comes out to the table, you should make sure that you're bringing out the right
You're
order.
supposed to check it.
Because if I
Yeah.
said no shrimp, but the table over did order the same thing as me, but they did have shrimp, then technically you brought me the wrong thing. And if I'm allergic, you could be putting my life in danger. Because if you bring in shrimp to my table and my son is there, he is allergic. And now I'm really gonna cut you out. Because who the fuck going to the hospital? I don't have time for that.
She like chicken nuggets
Side
and
note.
shrimp.
I don't like
I went
fucking
to Wendy's the other day and got a
Strips.
salad. Took the salad home. When I got home, I was gonna put it on the plate. Y'all, the chicken on the salad was so hard. It was like a rock.
You throw it at the wall?
Where did y'all I threw it on the counter? Where did y'all find this chicken at? And it was brown, like
That's what it
real,
sound
real,
like.
real brown. Yes. What the hell?
Which Wendy's did you go to?
On East Capitol.
That's my spot.
I took it back. The
So
lady
you
was
like
real
hard
nice
brown
to
chicken?
me.
I didn't say I like hard brown chicken. That's my Wendy's that I go to.
What'd you order?
Usually a spicy chicken sandwich,
So he like hard brown chicken.
but it's
Anyways.
not. It's not. It's fresh. They set you up. It was anti light skin day.
This was bad.
Yeah.
It was so
Well.
bad. I took it back, and I realized they didn't even put my cheese on there.
Mm.
They was just, and when the manager saw her, she was like, "I'm so sorry. I can't even believe they did this." She was tripping. Like, what? I said, "Bro, look, touch the chicken. You couldn't even."
The worst service, right? This is so bad. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Jesus knows my heart. The worst thing I've ever been served. Lord forgive me. Was communion. So sometimes they have like the little pieces of cracker. No,
You
listen.
want something more? than
No, seriously. No, listen. Sometimes they'll have it when we actually go up to the altar and they have the cups of blood and they have the crackers.
The light's gonna start flickering.
No, y'all gotta let me finish.
I know where
Literally.
you're going.
And that
Here,
is
Tom, take this.
whatever.
I don't know.
But sometimes they have it where the cup and the cracker already comes together and you gotta
Yeah.
open it up.
They got prepackaged community.
It's pre-roll. It's pre-roll. So, but what happened was they forgot to check the dates. So, and this was still when COVID was still like everybody was just now going back outside. The church was just open back up. They had them in a bowl, and one of the ministers would pass them out as people were coming in because it was easier. Okay, I gotta, whatever. Here it is. Save this for after, that time of service. So we open it up, and everybody just like looking at it. And we all like, okay. I'm looking at mine. I'm like, this soft. Like the cracker is normally it's hard. It's a cracker. I call it styrofoam. The one that comes in look like styrofoam. But it's solid. But it was flimsy.
Like a wafer.
It was flimsy. So I'm like, this ain't right. I don't think I want to eat.
You had a soggy Jesus body.
And Tyler happened to be saying, he like, bro, mine's got something green on it. And I'm like, Tyler, let me see. So I'm looking at his and he looking at mine. We both like, nope. Hey, can we get another one? Hey, we're loud. Hey, this one ain't good. But other people had already started eating it. And they all like, this is I was like, absolutely not. Jesus is not coming back for this. And it was old. It was stale
and moldy.
And everybody that got one in the church that day all had a bad one. And they had to apologize. And she felt so terrible. I just laughed because I'm just like, I
didn't eat it.
I'm like, I knew it was something wrong with him. But that was the worst service that I had.
That was the worst.
Because it was like, this how y'all think Jesus' body look? Not too much. Yeah. So that was the worst service that I had. It was all limp. That's no. No.
It's really something.
I'm just saying it was not okay.
It's real something wrong with you.
I was like, we should double pray because
double pray.
I can go to the crib, which is next door, and get some crackers. They Ritz, but Jesus was black anyway.
Speaking of Jesus,
it's crazy.
I know. I mean, we're
this
there.
whole conversation is we done. It's done.
It is, but I have been literally trying to regrow my faith, like literally trying to get.
You a demon?
No,
You a sinner?
I'm more of a prodigal son. How about that?
Okay.
I strayed away.
Okay, Judas.
So that's not the same nigga.
No, that's not
Judas.
I'm just calling him Judas. Okay.
Judas betrayed Jesus. The prodigal son went and had parties.
Now he a party promoter.
He spent all his money and now he's looking for Christ. But so what I've been trying to do is surround myself with more like spiritual like words and prayer, and I'll listen. I haven't even opened that door, have I?
I
haven't been pandering Jesus to you. But
you open this though.
Completely out of nowhere. I've been listening. I just got that. I've been listening to a lot of gospel, which is sometimes annoys me. Sometimes it depends on what it is, but somehow I'm filtering through and hearing what I need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Franklin's choir, where did he get them from? Every single one of them sound perfect. They sound perfect. Like
angels.
They gotta be. Well, no, Yolanda Adams is an angel. She's sent by Christ. Like her and
she was in the what's the name video, the Freaknik video. Stop playing.
That one her.
Yes, it was.
So what?
This conversation is just done with the people pleasing.
Paul
was killing niggas. So what? She can't go to Freaknik.
I'm not judging. I was just never mind.
Yeah, but Yolanda Adams and is it which one is the woman? BB? CC Winans. Her. I love Whitney Houston, but those are the three like most perfect voices I've ever heard like sing. And I've been listening to Kurt Franklin. I was like, how did he get these people? And how come they don't go solo?
Kurt Franklin is just a hype man.
I know, but I'm listening. Forget him. I'm just talking about
forget Plies.
The choir itself is beautiful. Like I love them.
Mm-hmm. It's
Is it
I
like
cannot
studio
think.
enhanced or something? Is that
I
how they
can't
sing?
think of the song that it's more of a recent one, but he has the same thing with the people in jail. He built the choir from people that was in jail too.
Okay, so he just
I'm
got
gonna
that.
send it in the group.
He
So
just got
y'all,
that. He just got that ability.
like he definitely snapped with that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. But do you listen to Tamala Man?
That's another song that she
Man, that girl was
what is
singing.
it? You deserve it. Whatever's her no song is like, you deserve it. That's something that actually one song
I
that
love.
has moved me to a point where I'm like, oh my goodness. Every time I come on, I'm like, yeah. It's like expect greatness. Expect
Yeah.
you deserve everything you get. I'm like, I love her. Anyway, that's my couple weeks. I've been riding around. And usually I choose to go back to Shade 45 and listen to all the ratchet BS. But
That's what I wanted to bring into the conversation before we got into the people pleasing. I'm sorry.
What?
I want to ask you about because you're more of a hip hop head.
Mhm.
How do you feel about the whole Jay-Z being named in the lawsuit?
I go back and forth. If they go they have gotten all of enough allegations to actually accuse him. It must be something there worth going for it. But at the same time, he is wealthy enough to have defense that will probably exonerate him.
Destroy her.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, he's already kind of came out and did his like political speech. I don't know. It's still innocent till proven guilty. But hey,
But I thought that the girl had originally, like, he wasn't originally named. Like, the lawsuit been
they
going
made
on.
They said celebrity. They said Puff Daddy, Celebrity A, and Celebrity B.
Right.
Now they've said Celebrity A is Jay-Z, and they
Right.
said Celebrity B has not been named, but it was a female celebrity. She didn't do anything, but she did not stop. She just sat there and watched. I have my speculations who Celebrity B is, but
yeah, I mean, I could.
I
How
think
about
it's-
this?
I think it's 3 people. It
How
could
about-
be 3 people.
We've re-speculated quite a bit over the last few months, and who's been right? We've been pretty accurate when we speculate, and I just really feel as if somebody come out and make that kind of accusation, what do you got to actually be able to make that and stand on it?
As a thriver, I would say that I'm always going to be in the line of if someone feels firmly enough to come out and say that, because that is harsh enough to even just think of yourself in that
Right.
position, then I want to be able to believe that person
Mhm.
that they wouldn't do that to somebody.
Mhm.
Same time, it's kind of like I don't see anybody actually coming out and saying that they were a victim of such things without it being true.
Mhm.
Coming from where I've been from, it's kind of like
I mean, it happens.
it does,
does happen.
especially when it's of this magnitude and the celebrity status and stuff like that. But
The tough thing I know is I could easily be in the exact same position if somebody just makes an accusation. All it takes is an accusation.
Right.
But I also know that I don't put myself in a position to even be remotely closely associated with anything close to that.
Mhm.
Where were you that somebody can actually even say your name? Like, if I would hope that if somebody said my name, people would be like,
Tommy
hell
wasn't
no,
here.
hell no. Why now? Like,
Right.
but at the same time, because of society how it is, what you be like, yeah, he do be acting kind of quiet sometimes. He did bring us candy, all kinds of to be making
Right.
making
I
sense.
I left out the party early. So,
Mhm.
but unfortunately, because I may be like a very quiet advocate for sexual assault awareness, I've witnessed and heard a lot of stories that about people that are within the circles that we run in, and it's very
Oh yeah.
it's
for
very
sure.
heartbreaking, because then when you see this person in this light and the victims are not willing to come out full blown and tell the story, it's kind of like the people that surround them is so adamant about no, they would never, and da da da, and it's just like,
But they
So-
did.
Or there's too many people claiming some of the same stuff about you.
Yeah.
They're not coming out and saying it. And how about this? People are coming out and saying it separately. They're not even like associated
Right.
together.
They
It's
don't
always
even know each other.
and don't know that I've heard something similar from somebody else. I'm just kind of compiling it like,
Yeah.
that's number 5.
Yup, that part.
I've
Yeah.
definitely heard several different stories from several different women about the
Right.
same person.
Mhm.
And when that whole surviving R. Kelly thing was going on, we had one happening in the city of Milwaukee, and a lot of people didn't know about it.
Mhm.
And it was just like, we really got to sit our babies down and ask them these questions, because my child was over there, and granted, he wasn't over there long, and I trust my child, but it wasn't just the adults doing stuff. It was them making them watch, them doing stuff with the kids, and them, like, it was like a whole ring of them, what is it called, grooming the young men to do it to other young men and to girls. And it was just like, and that was happening in who house? Oh, and y'all supposed to be the woke people in the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Y'all raising these woke kids? Were y'all asleep when all this was happening in your house?
Well, I would like to just wait out and see what happens. I'm going to wait out and see what happens. I mean, he's doing his chess move as far as
I definitely appreciate the way he's coming out and saying stuff, because
he's very deliberate. He's not it's not beating around the bush like Diddy was doing. Like, I did some bad stuff. I'm in a dark place. Like, just using ambiguity.
Right.
He's like, that ain't.
Show your face, sis.
Right.
And that I do agree with. If you're going to make these accusations, be bold enough to come out and show your face, because, and I get it, put her in protective custody, because he does have a fan base that will, like, Trump people will, you know what I'm saying, that might attack her. However, if my reputation is on the line and these are just accusations, your reputation should be on the line as well. You should be somewhere safe where no one can get to you, but it's not fair. I think I heard this on the Breakfast Club. It's not fair that I can't defend myself to a ghost, because I don't know who I'm defending myself against. So,
yeah, that was the toughest thing about being in education, because it could happen at any time, and I always had to be always on alert of who I was.
You was there when that happened, right? Where all that stuff went down?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, you was gone.
I was gone. Yeah, I was gone.
But was you a state mandator or whatever they call it?
Yeah, a mandated reporter. But the thing was, this is my colleague. I didn't know. I had no clue what he was doing. No clue at all. He was over my house. I had him over my house with my kids and whatnot. His wife was like,
I don't know what situation y'all talking about, but even I don't know the girl name.
It was an adult that was
sleeping with girls, teenagers.
It was a I don't even know the girl who. I don't know how we're Facebook friends. I don't know her personally, but she came and showed like screenshots from 2018 and even before then, of how when she was still underage, she was going with the older girl driving. They were from Milwaukee. They would drive to Chicago, and they was going to celebrity parties with R. Kelly and Avant and all that type of stuff. And she got screenshots, and she just posted this the other day. And it's like, and I'm reading it, and one, I'm not shocked because I was hearing about this type of stuff. But also, when I was in high school, I was looking at the older kids and the teachers, and it was just like, y'all think y'all slick? I know what the fuck going on. And my sister was one of the students that was messing with one of the teachers. And it was just like, y'all think these girls in here fighting over the students? They're fighting over an adult.
Yeah.
And even, I'm not going to say her name, but she was a principal of a middle school. She was a principal or vice principal of a high school. She was recently arrested. And when they posted her mugshot, I was like, damn, they finally got her. But she got arrested for something totally different. But the amount of kids that was just,
but it had to do with kids, though.
Huh?
It had to do with a kid, though.
It did have something to do with a kid.
But it wasn't that. It wasn't
that.
Yeah,
but and I'm like, y'all finally got her, but the amount of people that was under the status was like, oh, they finally caught such and such, because we all know that she was sleeping with the students. Because when I was high school, she slept with my boyfriend. And I was like, shit, go ahead, because he ain't getting none of mine. But at the, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like,
That's crazy.
literally, my first thought was they finally got her. But it was like, no, she didn't get arrested for that. She got arrested for something else. But it did have something to do with a child. And it was like,
I'm thinking her own child thing.
A family member, but
Yeah.
not her own.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, you got to just be, you got to be super vigilant and careful. And I like I say, I trust until I can't. So I'm so trusting to a point. I'm like, damn, like that. I was right next to you. Like I was, and I was advocating for him in some cases for certain things.
Even what's his name? I can't think of his name. He killed himself.
Oh, that was a whole other thing. I was part of that too. I wouldn't that thing.
That was
He was part of a lot of shit.
I'm not part of it, but I just got hired.
Education.
I just got hired. I got hired on July 1st.
I don't know if I can trust you. Let me take my mic over here.
I got hired on July 1st. I started July 1st, and he was arrested on July 8th. Like
you was there for several days. Let the court record state that
a couple of days he wasn't there. Like so, he was.
That was wild. But see, here's the thing, though. Because my friend, she worked there. We worked for the Y, so we was working for the Y. They was together in the same building. And the first time I laid eyes on him, I told her, I said, "Dude, something wrong with dude. Dude ain't right."
I just thought he was gay.
Yeah, and you don't just because a person's gay does not mean that they're a pedophile.
And that's how we all were. We were like, he just obviously he's.
But I don't know. To me, he always like when I would see him. I don't know if maybe I was seeing his spirit in him, but I always would see like a
discernment.
Snake.
Discernment.
He looked like a snake to me. I don't care. He just reminded me.
You better not sing R. Kelly.
Like Slytherin, and that's how every time I see him, he was just slippery and slithery looking to me. And I said that to her many years before all of this came out. I said to her, I don't like him.
When I got hired, because he's part of my fraternity.
Yeah.
Or was. When I got
let the record show that he also stated that he was a part of his fraternity.
Yeah, come on, we need to wrap it up.
When I was hired, see, I had been in education for maybe 15, 16 years at that point, maybe even more than that. And we had been in the city working in some of the same circles and seeing each other. And I was like, man, why ain't I been working with you all this time? What's been up? Like now we finally get it. We finally get it going. And the serpent part, what you talk about is bringing people around you who can actually see you as who you are. You keep them away from you.
Yeah.
And
he didn't hire me. His team hired me. So when I came on board, it was like, all right, we finally.
I need y'all to drop some names in the group chat.
We finally got.
I need some mug shots.
Ron Johnson?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh. He was too busy watching other principals do up to a boyfriend.
Listen.
That's crazy.
She definitely needs to
What was these principals at? No, I'm joking. I'm not saying that.
Put her name in there. And then I can't remember the other dude from Hope. I don't remember his name.
That's Jermaine
Last name.
Evans.
Damn, he was Evans.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
don't put nothing past it.
It's still wild to me. I'm still in shock by it.
I don't put nothing past nobody because of their last name.
I think it was some girls.
I am an Evans.
Right. It was his niece. The girls at the school would say that he would look at him.
Jermaine Evans.
Look at him. They would look at him weird, and we would like investigate it and find out and you know how you investigate stuff. You talk to all the people around, and everybody was advocating for him, except for one or two girls who were kind of like they were fed up, which is tough for me. I'm still mad at that because they were telling the truth.
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough to believe them. It wasn't enough corroborating.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to corroborate to say, hey, you fired, like kind of thing.
Right.
And then this is a tough situation to be in. I hate it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Ooh.
Damn. I found her. Google's your friend. Looking at.
Yeah, but that was tough. He had a family. His wife dealing with embarrassment.
And I remember his wife was like, I'm so glad he's hanging with you, so he can actually, you can show him how to be a husband and be.
This is the woman I was talking about.
I'm
pretty sure that she is still.
She's back.
She's back at this.
I think she's back in
education.
I think she's back in education because that was a short-lived kind of thing. Because
They need to continue investigate. I mean, it ain't gonna tell nothing on there.
She pretty.
She
She's
is.
real cute.
Dang.
Wow,
She was
crazy that she popped up.
She was
too.
choosing. She was choosing in
This was another one of my teachers.
Oh,
That's another one of my. That's another one of my teachers. She
So-
wasn't doing nothing.
Okay.
Who? Her or her?
I think I know her. Anyway,
That's Miss Chambers.
anyway,
That's Chambers. That's my boo.
she was choosing, huh? Anyway,
Yeah, I know our conversation went on.
yeah, this is one of
That's
those.
okay. But I told you we should have did. I said we should have did freestyle and just talked. But that's okay.
We also need to tell the people that we ain't coming back.
Till next year.
Maybe.
No, till next
Oh boy
year.
said he was quitting.
Hey, that ain't what we-
He said no. We're breaking up.
No, we're not. He didn't say we was breaking
I'm
up.
talking about me and him.
No.
Because y'all know this is
It ain't gonna
episode.
work. I mean,
This is episode like 35, and we still ain't went on that date.
I mean, I texted her something. I texted her something a week ago, and she headed up today. I didn't see this. And then we come into the building. I was right behind you. Like what?
You was on
Why
the
you didn't
phone.
say nothing?
He was on the phone
I was getting off the phone.
and smiling and cheesing and everything. I don't know who the fuck he was talking to.
Dog exaggerating like a mother.
He got that crime side. Yeah. Doing all that. Showing your back teeth and everything.
That's only for you.
No, whoever you was on the phone with,
Man,
y'all was
y'all
having a
stupid.
good old
Okay.
conversation.
So Ruthia, what do you
We ain't even finished the conversation.
It's over.
We gotta have a moral. Like I think there should if
Okay.
you're listening, you should find a nice balance in between the harsh boundaries and the too nice.
What about the soft boundaries? Why you gotta
That's
go
why
so hard?
I said you
Oh, you gotta
I
find.
said
Okay, you're right. You're right.
find a
I'm-
nice balance.
I'm feeling you. I'm
Yeah,
feeling you. Okay.
definitely. You got to have balance.
Find a good
And the one
balance.
thing that has helped with me is that good people say no.
Practice saying no.
Good people say no.
Look in the mirror.
Mhm.
Start saying no.
Absolutely.
No, without anything after it.
No without.
Feel like
Like
Yep,
no,
that's
because
it.
I have to do this, or no, because
Yeah,
No.
no. And so
Can't
I
do it.
did. I practiced that this weekend. So my friend, she was like, "Hey,
would you say?
I'm going to this thing. Do you want to go?" And I text back, "Nope."
that's
Just
not
like
the same thing.
Oh, I can do that easy though. So
Don't say no. Say no. That's different.
that. She understood.
No, but I'm saying for the mental part of you getting say no.
But that's funny to me because no for me is harder than no. It's like
Nope.
harsher to me. Like no.
Like, it's like, hell no.
no. Right for me.
See, and I don't see it like that. I
Yeah.
think no is more firm.
Okay, so
No.
no is like absolutely the fuck not for me.
See, for me, nope is more playful.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm saying no, I feel more firm in what I'm saying.
So yeah.
nice wrap
No.
up. Great wrap up.
Yep.
Good job.
No.
Find some balance, bitches.
Motherfucker, don't piss me off.
No.
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 So then I'll just go first. What am I pulling the plug on? People pleasing. Period. No.
I don't think I'm pulling the plug on anything. I think I'm a plug into a new project. Details.
Yeah.
Not that project.
Okay.
This one right here.
You're gonna keep on starting projects before you finish the one he told you to do. Okay.
I'm not a project.
He is the
Um,
project.
I am going to, I don't know if I said this before. I'm pulling the plug on
It better
looking
not be me.
looking back at the past.
That's
I'm
good.
pulling the plug on that. I had a crazy dream. I'll tell y'all when we got off air, but I had a crazy dream.
All right, we gotta hear this dream nurse.
But yeah, looking
Where it
because
came up.
it's hindering my progress forward.
Okay. Well, we'll see y'all in 2025.
Hope y'all make it there. Breakfast Club, bitches.
I love is when women decide that something is no longer serving them and they get the fuck up out of it. Like, this is no longer meant for me. Got a blast. I love that. Like, I love when women choose themselves, put themselves first. Like, I love that. Girl, look at you. Realizing who the fuck you are and realizing not. I'm not going to deal with this any longer. I need to get up out of this. I need to do what's best for me. And you did that shit. And that's why you a boss ass bitch, because you did that shit. You did that shit. Never forget that you did that shit.